If you are new here, welcome. I am Dr. Fiona Grey, a sexologist and men's health expert. Today, we are diving into a simple kitchen pairing that has been creating a lot of buzz: extra virgin olive oil combined with a few targeted whole food partners. Used thoughtfully, this before-bed stack can support the foundations that underpin healthy testosterone: better sleep quality, steadier metabolism, calmer inflammation, and improved blood flow dynamics. We will keep this grounded, practical, and honest about what food can and cannot do. Stay with me to the end. I will share several smart combinations most men have never tried, plus how to work them into a larger plan that actually moves the needle. Let us start with what really happens to testosterone as we age. Yes, there is a gentle, normal decline, on average about 1 to 2% per year after 30. But the dramatic drops many men feel in their 50s and beyond are rarely age alone. They are usually the compound effect of poor sleep, chronic stress, insulin resistance, excess visceral fat, systemic inflammation, alcohol, and nutrient gaps. Those are modifiable. When you improve sleep, lower the inflammatory load, restore insulin sensitivity, and feed your body the raw materials for hormone synthesis, you change the hormonal terrain in your favor. This is where extra virgin olive oil earns a place at the table. It is rich in monounsaturated fats, the very building blocks steroid hormones are derived from, and loaded with polyphenols such as oleuropein that help cool everyday inflammation and oxidative stress. Healthier vessels and lower inflammatory friction mean your body can apportion resources back toward repair and hormone production. In a small human study, swapping to olive oil as the primary fat source for a few weeks was associated with a meaningful rise in testosterone. That is not a miracle. It is physiology responding to better inputs. But here is the important point. Olive oil does not work in a vacuum. Timing and synergy matter, especially when you pair it with specific foods before bed, when your deepest sleep cycles and overnight testosterone synthesis occur. Let us build your evening hormone support stack, one option at a time. Start with extra virgin olive oil and raw honey. I am not talking about processed squeeze bottle syrups. Choose a raw, unfiltered honey with real aroma and a tendency to crystallize over time. That is a sign the enzymes and plant compounds are intact. Honey carries trace minerals like boron and zinc and provides a gentle carbohydrate signal that, when paired with fat, releases steadily through the night. Mix a teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil with a teaspoon of raw honey about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. The fat slows absorption, smoothing blood sugar, while the trace minerals and energy support the enzymatic work of hormone synthesis during sleep. If you live with diabetes or prediabetes, clear this with your clinician and factor the carbohydrate into your plan. You can take that base and layer cinnamon. Ground salon. Cinnamon is a powerful insulin sensitizer and a quiet anti-inflammatory. Better insulin sensitivity removes a major brake on testosterone production. Stir half a teaspoon of cinnamon into your olive oil and honey mix. The flavor is warm and the physiology is friendly to overnight hormone rhythms. Ginger is another smart addition. Fresh grated ginger supports vascular tone, reduces oxidative stress, and has been associated with favorable testosterone changes in several studies, particularly in men with fertility challenges. A quarter teaspoon of finely grated fresh ginger, combined with a tablespoon of olive oil and a tablespoon of raw honey, creates a pleasant, gently warming blend. Take it before bed and let it do quiet work while you sleep. If you are on blood thinners or have reflux, check with your clinician first. Do not overlook pumpkin seeds. They are dense in zinc and magnesium, two minerals men are often short on, both essential for testosterone production and quality sleep. Grind 2 tablespoons of raw pumpkin seeds into a fine powder, then mix with a tablespoon of olive oil and a tablespoon of raw honey to form a paste. You will get healthy fats, plus a mineral payload that supports hormonal balance and nervous system calm. Turmeric deserves its own moment. Curcumin, the principal compound in turmeric, helps tame everyday inflammation and support metabolic health. Two levers tightly linked to testosterone. Curcumin is fat-soluble and poorly absorbed on its own. Pairing it with olive oil boosts bioavailability, and adding a small pinch of black pepper, piperine, increases absorption further. Blend a tablespoon of olive oil with a tablespoon of raw honey, half a teaspoon of ground turmeric, and a tiny pinch of black pepper. Take it warm, not hot. If you use anticoagulants or have gallbladder disease, talk to your clinician before making turmeric a daily habit. Garlic is powerful, but polarizing. Fresh garlic, crushed and rested 10 minutes to activate allicin, supports vascular function and a healthier cortisol profile, both supportive of testosterone. Mix the crushed clove with a tablespoon of olive oil and a tablespoon of raw honey to soften the flavor and support absorption. If you are on blood thinners or prone to heartburn, use caution and medical guidance. Fenugreek rounds out the culinary options. Traditionally used for male vitality, fenugreek appears to support free testosterone in some studies, likely by nudging the enzymes that convert testosterone into other metabolites and by supporting luteinizing hormone signaling. Start with a quarter teaspoon of fenugreek powder in a teaspoon of olive oil and a tablespoon of raw honey. The flavor is strong. Dose can build slowly as tolerated. Brazil nuts are a simple add-in for selenium, a mineral tied to thyroid health, antioxidant defenses, and male hormone balance. 2 to 3 nuts, ground and stirred into a tablespoon of olive oil and a teaspoon of honey. Deliver physiologic selenium without megadosing. Rotate Brazil nuts rather than taking them daily to avoid excess. Quality matters. Choose a true extra virgin olive oil in a dark glass bottle with a harvest date. Look for a peppery finish. That bite is often a sign of robust polyphenols. Buy spices whole and grind what you need. Use raw, unfiltered honey from a trusted source. These small details preserve the very compounds you are counting on. Timing matters too. Take your chosen blend 30 to 60 minutes before bed, not 5 minutes before you lie down. Give your stomach a head start, and let nutrients be available during deep sleep, when nocturnal testosterone production occurs. Commit to a single combination for 2 weeks before rotating. Keep a simple journal: morning energy, sleep quality, workout recovery, mood, libido. Quiet changes are easy to miss unless you track them. If you can, consider morning testosterone labs before starting and again after 3 months to see whether subjective benefits are mirrored by objective data. Keep the testing conditions consistent. Same time of morning, well rested, no acute illness. I want to be crystal clear. Food tools are powerful, but they are not standalone cures. You cannot outspice a sleep deficit or outoil a sedentary week. Layer these evening stacks into a comprehensive plan. Protect 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Manage stress so cortisol does not sit on your hormone axis all day. Lift weights with good form 2 to 4 days per week, emphasizing big compound movements and full recovery. Walk daily. Hold a steady body weight. Central fat expresses aromatase, which converts testosterone to estrogen. Eat protein at each meal. Hydrate. Go easy on alcohol and ultra-processed foods that sabotage insulin and hormones. If you need supplementation because a true deficiency is present, be targeted. Vitamin D to sufficiency. Magnesium if low. Zinc when intake and sweat losses warrant. But build on whole foods first, not instead of them. A few safety notes. Cinnamon, garlic, ginger, turmeric, and even concentrated honey can interact with medications and medical conditions. If you are on blood thinners, diabetic medications, or have gallbladder, liver, or ulcer disease, clear these routines with your clinician. If you have symptoms of low testosterone that persist, low libido, depressed mood, low morning erections, loss of muscle, anemia, get evaluated. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is rule out sleep apnea, thyroid issues, depression, significant hypogonadism, or cardiovascular disease. Erectile difficulties can be an early signal of vascular disease. Do not ignore it. Here's how I would have you start tonight. Pick one combination that appeals to you. Olive oil with raw honey and cinnamon is a gentle entry. Or olive oil with turmeric, honey, and a tiny pinch of black pepper. Mix it. Take it 30 to 60 minutes before bed. In the morning, prioritize a protein-forward breakfast and water before coffee. Keep it simple, keep it consistent, and give it at least 8 to 12 weeks alongside sleep, strength, walking, and stress hygiene. Watch what happens to your energy, your recovery, your mood, and yes, your desire and performance. Higher testosterone is not the end goal in itself. The real win is feeling energetic, focused, steady, and more like yourself, able to do the work you care about and love the people you live with. That is what we are building toward here. Durable vitality, not a short-term spike. And if you're ready to take your results from good to exceptional, let's talk about natural support for your performance, stamina, and confidence. I have 2 supplements that I recommend, and you'll find both links right below this video, in the description and in the pinned comment. For men who want a noticeable lift in erection strength and circulation, I recommend an organic watermelon extract rich in L-Citrulline. This isn't a gimmick. It's clinically shown to boost nitric oxide, open blood vessels, and support firmer, longer-lasting performance. It's simple, natural, and something you can feel working within days. But if you're looking for a stronger, more complete upgrade, one that supports not just blood flow, but also testosterone, stamina, and prostate health, then you'll want the Advanced Performance Formula. It's a powerhouse blend of icariin, tongkat, fenugreek, nettle root, and citrulline, designed to reignite your energy, drive, and endurance from the inside out. These are the same ingredients I discuss with my patients who want to restore confidence, performance, and vitality at any age. Take a look, see which one fits your goals, and start giving your body the support it deserves. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.